Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you can see the screen and hear us loud and clear. My name is Jana Ayoub, and I'm the Success and Growth Manager at Inflexion. On behalf of the entire Inflexion team, I'd like to warmly thank you for taking the time to join us for today's webinar. Before we get started, I'd like to make a quick announcement. First, please note that today's session is being recorded and will later be available on our YouTube channel. Second, the Q&A feature has been enabled. You should be able to see a question icon on the bottom right corner when you drag the side menu bar. Please feel free to submit your questions at any time throughout the presentation. We'll collect all the questions and answer them during the dedicated Q&A session at the end. For today's agenda, we will begin with a brief introduction to Inflexion. Following that, our Director of Pre-Sales and Projects, Mr. Ajay Prasad, would introduce Grow with SAP and our package. Afterwards, Mr. Muhammad Zia, our SAP lead, will take us through a live demonstration of the solution, showing you exactly how it works in practice. Finally, we'll conclude with a Q&A session where our team will be happy to answer any questions you may have. Inflexion is an award-winning SAP Gold Partner for the MENA region and a Cloud ERP and Human Capital Management expert. For more than 18 years, we have been helping organizations simplify digital transformation and unlock measurable business value. Headquartered in the UAE, with a regional presence across Oman and Lebanon, and global delivery centers in India and Egypt, we've successfully delivered more than 350 SAP projects and supported the deployment of over 65,000 SAP licensed users across 30+ country localizations. Our team brings together more than 1,500 years of combined SAP consulting experience, with 98% of our consultants SAP certified, enabling us to deliver complete end-to-end SAP transformation. Our dedication to customer success has also been recognized by SAP through multiple regional and global awards. Most recently, at the SAP 2026 Partner Awards, we were honored with the Customer Transformation Award and the SAP Cloud ERP Award, in addition to several recognitions over the years for innovation, delivery excellence, marketing, and partner-developed solutions. Beyond our SAP expertise delivering end-to-end SAP transformation from implementation and migration to integration support and AI-powered innovation, we've also developed our own portfolio of SAP integrated solutions, including Property Zone for real estate management, Constructs for construction project management, Synchreo for customer and vendor collaboration, and Run Payroll for automated payroll and HR operations. Together, these solutions help organizations accelerate transformation while addressing white space industry-specific business requirements. And finally, these are some of our industry-focused and select customers across the region. With that introduction, let's move into today's topic. And now to take us through Grow with SAP and our package, it's my pleasure to hand over to the Director of Pre-Sales and Projects, Mr. Ajay Prasad.
Thank you, Jana. Good morning, good afternoon to everybody who's joined us on the call today, wherever you are based. I would like to introduce SAP Business Suite, which is the solution on which the whole package is being developed. And as we are all aware today, AI is something which is very critical and important, and this is not a buzzword anymore. And in order for AI to work, we need the data in order for AI to be able to take intelligent decisions, do the necessary work, and to be able to learn and train itself. In order for the data to be available, you need apps that would capture the data in order for the data to be made populated so that the apps will allow for AI to be able to run seamlessly. This whole effect of AI, data, and apps together is coming from what we call as the flywheel effect. In order for this flywheel effect to be successful, you need to have best of the breed apps and also best of the breed data and connectivity which then leads to the AI aspect of it. So this is where SAP comes in order to provide you with the layered approach that is available. Now, from an SAP standpoint and perspective, you can see that SAP has the best of the breed industry solutions from an AI aspect, and as well as from a data collection aspect perspective, whether it be in the field of finance, whether it be in the field of spend management, or supply chain, or human capital management, or customer experience management. SAP has the apps that will allow you to be able to run your transactions and gather the data. And then on top of that, we have the data layer, which is available, which brings in SAP and non-SAP data, which is again collected and connected via knowledge graph, which synchronizes the data between all the apps and gives this information into the AI foundation layer, based on which you can have either conversative AI, or you could have AI assistants, or you could have AI agents, and thereby trying to fulfill the vision of an autonomous enterprise that SAP wants to build very soon. This will allow for various users like finance or HCM or your sales users in the organizations, in order to be able to benefit from the AI aspect of the business. And this is all completely done in a single environment supported by SAP on its cloud provision systems. So when you look at SAP Business Suite, it's a collection of applications which are supported and which run on the SAP Business Technology Platform, supported again from a business data cloud perspective in terms of data management and the data lake aspect of it, where you can bring in SAP and non-SAP data. And then on the heart of it is where the cloud ERP sits, which is the primary topic of our discussion today. And the cloud ERP in turn can be extended to the various line of businesses, which would include financial management, spend management, or human capital management. All of this is then encompassed by the embedded AI capabilities that SAP provides from a business perspective, or what we call as business AI. This business AI could be available in different forms, and then this could also cover partner developed extensions and solutions as well, like the ones that Inflexion has in terms of constructs or run payroll or property zone. So the whole suite of products that SAP has to offer is what we call as SAP Business Suite, and this brings the whole solution set together in a single form. That takes us to SAP GROW. SAP GROW is the cloud ERP of choice that we are going to discuss today, and we will be talking about GROW in an aspect of the cloud ERP. SAP GROW is a package which basically encompasses the core SAP ERP solution stack, as well as extended functionalities that will allow your organization to be able to run and transition and run and take informed decisions as far as your business is concerned. So the context of this particular environment is that you can start lean and you can expand as you go. So SAP has a modular approach to its implementation, as well as the usage of the modules, and is process driven. So if you look at the map, you can see that it covers the record to report from a financial management perspective, or whether it be lead to cash from an order perspective, or whether it be source to pay from a procurement perspective. You can also have additionally the hire to retire cycle, including payroll engine as an extension, also available to the GROW or the cloud ERP package that is available. And then we have the projects module, which is the key as far as the services industry is concerned. GROW comes with a lot of AI, which is already available, and it means that you can use it actively on a day-to-day basis for your business and for your needs and requirements. Starting with a simple conversative co-pilot experience, which is called as Jewel, which is embedded within the system itself. And in today's demo, Mr. Zia will be able to demonstrate how Jewel can be used and how a person can use natural language to get business relevant information, data, as well as do transactions in the system. Jewel is also available on the mobile platform. So if you subscribe to SAP GROW and you download the SAP mobile platform, you will be able to also use Jewel on your mobile as well. It does not, the environment is the same. It's a seamless experience that you have. You can also manage your exceptions by AI assisted situation handling, which also my colleague Zia will dwell upon a little bit. So, this is not your usual reminders that you get. This is more of AI enabled reminders and notifications and alerts that it provides, along with an analysis for you to be able to take informed decisions and also take you to the transaction where this needs to happen as well. Apart from that, there are other AI embedded capabilities where you have summarization aspects of it, where you can summarize various transactions that you are doing in order for you to be able to build a use case internally or to be able to get a quick analysis of what is happening. So as a manager, if I am wanting to give a discount to a particular customer and I want to see what is the status of that particular transaction or that sales order, I can use the summarize button. In our case, when we are talking about professional services, if in case I want to get a summary view of what is happening in my project, I can do that as well, where the system then goes and looks at various aspects of your activities and then is able to summarize that as well. So these are again embedded AI capabilities that SAP delivers, and these are getting enhanced as we speak because of the fact that SAP delivers 2 upgrades in a year. And these upgrades are rolled out by SAP themselves, and you get to use them by default. Apart from that, you can also streamline business processes in terms of AI capabilities, including very simple filter options as well, or creating dashboards on your homepage itself. So these are all AI embedded AI capabilities that will be enabled as part of our implementation. It does not come at any additional cost at this moment of time. It's all bundled as part of the same license and subscription that you opt for. The SAP Cloud ERP and the SAP GROW as such can support not just service-centric businesses, but also product-centric businesses, which essentially means that if you are a manufacturing unit or if you have vehicles and you're managing your assets and plant and machinery, you can do that as well. And apart from that, the focus of today's presentation is primarily on professional services and service-centric businesses. Hence, we are talking about what SAP GROW or the Cloud ERP can offer in terms of the service-centric industry that is available. So you can start with your customer projects. You can manage the project lifecycle in terms of selling the project itself, creating a quotation, going through the whole order to cash process or lead to code process as well. You can also do the planning of your project. You can do the setup of your project. You can deliver and you can build the project as well. You can also align resources based on AI-enabled resource matching, and staff assignments also is possible, where you can define various skills, you can define various costs for your resources that you are using. And from a design perspective, if in case you are running projects which are not just limited to implementations, but are also consisting of annual contracts that are for an extended period of time, then you can get complete visibility in what we call as a solution design or a solution order, where you will get the visibility of the complete project, not just the installation phase, but also the post-installation support phase can be also monitored and managed, and profitability can be tracked using solution order. We can also extend it into field service management, where you can have a contract and you can have SLAs that can be assigned. And then with the extended solution approach of field service management, you can have technicians who go on the field in order to be able to look at issues, resolve them, provide quotations, take acknowledgements, and so on and so forth as well. So it is also supporting organizations which are not necessarily doing field service activities. You could also be a professional service company like an IT company, or you could be a consulting company, and you should be able to manage your whole business from an end-to-end perspective using this particular package as well. We also have certain customer examples that are also using the solution across the globe and across various entities to provide these services. Grow your business essentially in terms of expanding internationally as well, is supported by SAP GROW. It's not a package that runs only for a particular country or for a particular region. It can be deployed anywhere in the world, and you can have multiple companies configured in the same tenant with multiple currencies as well. By default, SAP is able to provide 60 country localizations. What it means is that if any of these 60 countries that SAP supports out of the box, any regulatory change or any statutory changes that are applied, those SAP adapts for you by default and provides it as part of the updates and upgrades. So then you will ask us, what about the other countries where this localization is not available? That is where we come in as a partner in order to provide you with the localization that you require in order to be able to use this particular software in those countries. And we will then be responsible for doing the updates and upgrades which are related to your statutory and localization requirements as well. Apart from that, SAP delivers the solution in 33 languages. So if you have a workforce which consists of multiple people from across multiple countries with a diverse portfolio of users, they can use multiple languages on the same system as well. So from a compliance perspective, it also supports e-invoicing, and GROW currently also comes with e-invoicing, and SAP being an accredited service provider in UAE and as well as upcoming in Oman as well, you can use the same solution to select your ASP and to fulfill those requirements as well. So you don't have to look at a third party ASP in order to do your e-invoicing fulfillment for UAE aspects of it. You can also expand GROW. It's not necessary that you use GROW as it comes. You can integrate it as well. So there are 750 plus pre-built integrations that are supported with SAP Cloud ERP. It comes with 700 plus open APIs, and these are again pre-built and delivered by SAP, and these could be again expanded as you grow as well. And we as customers also can give you the reusable APIs, and there are 6,000 plus reusable CDS or views that are available, that are exposed, which you can consume in your applications or for data processing as well. And apart from that, there is AI foundation tools that are also available to create custom AI use cases that you can think of as far as your organization is concerned. You can develop low code, no code applications that can be deployed on your mobile or on your desktop as well. And it comes embedded with developer tools in order to be able to extend or expand the functionality that SAP has to offer. So it's easy in terms of configuration. You can also adapt screens, fields, and reports on the fly. You can add additional fields. You can write the logic within these additional fields. Those additional fields can also be exposed for reports as well as to APIs without any programmatical requirement as well. And this will not affect your updates and upgrades that are happening in the system. You can also extend using ABAP code as well within the application, as well as from a sidecar perspective on SAP Business Technology Platform. From a platform perspective, it is compliant with all the international standards of security and compliance certificates. These are also openly available and at the SAP Trust Center website. Authentication and access control is governed by single sign-on, where we can actually integrate with your Active Directory services or LDAP services as well. If required, we can also enable double authentication using this particular method, and you don't have to have your own IAS or IIS servers. Those are provided by SAP as part of the package. There is auditable security process also, which is enabled in order to ensure that you are completely compliant with the security and the updates are happening on a regular basis. It also is able to give you mission critical operations where there is a 99.9% SLA confirmed on the productive system that is delivered by SAP. There is 24/7/365 AI augmented support services also that SAP provides as part of their SLA. There is tenant isolation and encryption. So what does this actually mean to you as a customer? is that your tenant or your application, although is on a publicly shared domain as well as on a publicly shared infrastructure, which is shared by multiple customers, your tenant is completely isolated and independent and is not available for other tenants to be able to access them as well. And from an encryption perspective as well, the database is encrypted also thoroughly. Compliance perspective, all of these compliance and documentations and certificates are publicly available on SAP's Trust Center website, which is available on sap.com. And as well as these data centers are tier 3 plus data centers that are available locally within the country here in UAE, or you can choose any of the data centers from the vast options that SAP offers, which are outside of UAE from a country perspective as well. So that's about Cloud ERP and SAP Grow in a nutshell. We would be happy to connect with you and to be able to deliver a more detailed presentation and demo as well. Apart from not just the professional services, but also from other aspects, if in case you run a group company and you have multiple businesses. So to talk about today's package, which is an SAP qualified partner package solution, this solution is meant to ensure that you have a total fixed cost of ownership in terms of the deliverables, which includes the licenses as well as the implementation, and it is targeted and focused at basically the professional services industry or organizations as well. In a nutshell, what it basically offers is a fit to standard plus fast implementation deliverable, which means that there is a faster return of investment for you as a customer. So, from a modules perspective, we cover the finance module, that is the record to report. We cover the order to cash perspective in terms of sales, the sourcing and procurement in terms of the procure to pay cycle, and the customer projects in order for you to be able to understand and manage your project and project profitability, including solution orders, which also extends into the AMS contracts aspects of it. Apart from that, the underlying infrastructure in terms of the application and platform aspects, in terms of the security, in terms of single sign-on, in terms of activation of AI as well will be done, and the database and data management layers in terms of data migration as well as the embedded AI and embedded analytics aspects of it will also be covered in this as part of the modules that is being offered. So from a professional services perspective, we cover the customer onboarding and solution design aspect of it, following the SAP Activate methodology. We also do the solution configuration in terms of configuring the solution on the 3-system landscape that SAP delivers as part of your subscription. We take care of the master data migration, the user training aspects of it, the cutover and data uploads, as well are part of our services that we offer from an implementation perspective. So once the systems are live, we also provide a month of hypercare support in order for you to be able to close your first financial period as well at the end of the go live aspect. From a scope of work perspective, we cover one legal entity. It does not mean that the system is limited to doing only one legal entity. You can have as many legal entities as you want. But in this current scope of work, it is limited to one. If you have more than one legal entity or more than one company, we are happy to engage and provide you with the costing specifically for that. This also includes, from a package perspective, 5 print forms, and as well as the SAP Grow Fast scope items and 1 month of hypercare support as mentioned. We expect the project to be completed in 4 weeks using the SAP Grow Fast methodology as well as the SAP Cloud ALM tool that SAP provides as part of your license subscription. So what does this mean to you as a customer is basically that we have accelerators that SAP has provided, which helps and ensures that the implementation is happening at a fast pace, as well as the Cloud ALM provides the transparency that is required in order for you to be able to manage, monitor, and collaborate with us on the project itself. It's a tool that SAP provides as part of the license at no additional cost. And all of this you get at around $7,000 per month, which is billed at an annual price, and it's for a minimum contract value of 36 months. This includes the SAP S4HANA Public Cloud Edition, that is the SAP GROW solution, along with document and reporting compliance, which is required for e-invoicing purposes, and the professional services that are associated with it. And this is also includes 15 users as part of your user base as well for all of the implementation uh, aspects of it. So this package is what we call as the SAP Grow Fast professional service package. In order for you to be able to understand what we offer, we have a quick brief of the product in action itself. And in order for us to be able to show you the product, the scope of the demo today is restricted to the customer project management aspect of it. But it does not mean that you cannot do the other aspects that I explained earlier. And we would, again, as mentioned, be happy to connect on a one-to-one engagement in order to walk you through the various other processes that we offer as part of this package. But today's focus is primarily across or around the customer project management and how the system provides the capabilities that is required for a services organization like yourself to be able to benefit from it. So the whole process starts with the project manager creating a project and associating it with a sales order in order for the revenue to be recognized. And then obviously we need to staff the project in order to ensure that there is sufficient amount of staff to execute the project. And then we will also align on showing how the project expenses are booked in terms of time as well as the expenses because of the embedded timesheet capabilities that the system offers. You also go through an approval process where the timesheets can be approved by various managers based on the flexible workflows that can be set up. You can then manage the work in progress and profitability based on the IFRS standards of accounting or the US GAAP standards of accounting, whichever is applicable in the country that you want to deploy or the kind of standards that you want to do. We will then show you how the project billing happens, and then getting into the event-based revenue recognition aspect of it, which is based on the industry standards. And then you can monitor the project financials in terms of the costs, in terms of the revenue, in terms of the planned budgets, as well as what has been committed, what has been spent. And then finally, you have the business management from an engagement perspective, and also the close of the project in when it has been successfully built and delivered as well. So uh, without taking further time, I will invite my colleague Zia to start sharing his screen and taking you through the system itself. And we will be able to answer any questions that you have in the questions section and also be able to answer them towards the end of the webinar itself. Zia, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Ajay. We have just seen how Inflexion helps organizations accelerate their SAP journey with a proven 14 weeks of implementation approach. Now, I would like to highlight or show what that experience looks like for an end user and how SAP S4HANA helps organizations make managing projects more efficiently using embedded AI and real-time business insights. Imagine you are running a consulting or engineering company with hundreds of consultants working across multiple customer projects. Every day you need answers to simple but critical question. Which projects are on track? Which projects are exceeding budget? Have all consultants submitted their timesheets? Can we invoice the customer this week? Let's see how SAP S4HANA helps answer these questions. Everything starts here. This is an SAP Launchpad. SAP provides a role-based Launchpad where each user sees only the application relevant to their responsibilities based on the access rights. For example, as a project manager, I have immediate access to all my project management applications from one place. Users can mark frequently used applications as favorite and organize them into a folder or a logical groupings. This allows every user to personalize their workspace, making navigation easier and improving the day-to-day productivity. One of the first thing I check in the morning is my approval task. Whether it's a purchase requisition approval or supplier invoice approval, staffing request, or any other business approval, SAP brings everything in one centralized inbox. Instead of relying on emails or chasing approvals manually, managers can review, approve, or reject directly from the launchpad, helping the business moving forward. Right. So here is an example of having all my timesheets are all my team's timesheets are there. I can just view them, which teammate and which project they are working on, and you can see that which activity they performed it, and what is the planned hours, recorded hours, everything I'll get to know in a single screen itself. I can review and I can take my decisions here. And before getting into the project and transactions, I want to highlight and show that how Joel is going to help us on day-to-day activities. Let me start a new conversation and see. Uh, let's ask some questions. Show my project situations. Instead of me searching through a menus or opening a multiple application, I can simply ask Joel a business question using a natural language. Joel understands the context of my role and helps me find the information I need it faster. See, it showed all my situations. It needs my attentions. Instead of expecting me to monitor every project manually, SAP proactively surfaced the most important exception that needs actions. Now, let me do one more search. Show me missing timesheet. See, it is not only just randomly pull some data. It is asking that which time frame you want to see the missing time records, whether it is for current month or for last month. So I'm going to select the last month, and let's see how many timesheets are missing for the last month. Let us it's having a multiple options of last month timesheets, whether I'm going to see the hours which is not recorded, or I want to see that all timesheets which is needs an approval. So in this options I'm going to select that hours which is not recorded. So let me see that how many timesheets are not recorded. Wow, here it is giving me the complete employee details who's not unfilling the records. So let me expand it and search for it. So here you can notice, wow, it's giving me the informations of every employees, and along with that, which project they have assigned to, what packages they are unassigned to, how many hours it is missing. So here, from here, I can directly send a reminder, or I can say that on behalf of them, I can manage their timesheets. See here, it is showing me their timesheet. If I want, I can manually select and book their timesheets. Let me just close you and show you that how the timesheet will look like. Yes, this is just a glimpse of how SAP Joel is working. Another capability I would like to highlight is SAP situation. Rather than waiting for users to discover issues, SAP proactively identify important business events and notifies the right person. It can be a budget threshold or a missing timesheet or project delays, anything and everything they can able to monitor here and take necessary action from here. Let's say in this case, the end date is already reached, but it is not at marked as completed, right? Or I can say that close the situation, I have already addressed it. So likewise, we can go and drill down to each and every situation and make necessary decisions. This shifts organization from reactive management to proactive decision making. Instead of spending time looking for problems, SAP brings the important exception directly to you. Now let's open one of the projects and see how SAP helps throughout its life cycle. I would like to highlight what all the AI capabilities are there. As a normal user, I can just make a filter and and search for the projects, right? I can make up my personalized view, and I can personalize search. I can manage it. Okay. Now, y- what value is going to bring from SAP Business AI? So SAP Business AI gives a natural language filter, which means, let's say, if I want to have a search for my customer C bond, and I have many projects with customer C bond, I would like to know that this is executed by Ms. Perry John. Okay, let us search like this and see what is the result we are going to get. So you can see that system automatically applied the filter project manager is Perry John, and it's saying that C bond industry is my customer. So likewise, it is making a filter and giving a natural search. It is not the end, and we can able to drill down and see multiple options of it. Okay, using our personalized search, as I mentioned earlier, we can have our own predefined filters also, right? Now, let's say if I want to search based on the customers or based on the project managers. See, this particular project manager is managing 4 projects. Now I want to search one of the project, have it as a full screen. Let's expand it. Yeah, here I can see the project duration and who's the customer, which sales order we are working on, and this is where the business leaders get real value. Rather than waiting for a month-end reports, SAP provides a real-time visibility into a project performance. And ac- here I can review the key financial indicators such as actual cost. And system is automatically doing a revenue recognition by itself and providing the recognized revenue value. It is not month-end activities anymore. Once I review the overall project status, I am just going to drill down how is my project planned status. For example, uh, projects are organized into work packages, allowing us to break large project into a manageable activities with clear ownership and timelines. Here I can see the what is my planned efforts and the actual is booked and on this along with the planned cost and actual cost, how much is the unstaffed efforts are there, what is my contract types, everything I can able to monitor here. This structured planning improves visibility, accountability, and execution throughout the project lifecycle. After defining the work, the next question is, do I have the right people is assigned to the project, which is my, as a project manager, I raised multiple resource requests, whether it is all fulfilled or not. So I can see here, I have requested for which project and how much is the working hours I have requested and how much it is assigned here, activities. And professional service project often requires an external service, subcontractors, or a materials. Instead of tracking procurement separately, SAP provides a complete visibility into a purchasing activities directly into the project. This ensures the project activities remain fully aligned with the project cost and schedules. As the work progresses, consultants begin recording their time and spend on activities. So every hour they recorded and contributes to the project costing. So here I can review that each project activity wise, who performed it, how many hours they have recorded, how many hours they are allocated versus how many hours they have recorded their timesheets. Now, with approved time and project progress and captured in SAP, billing become a streamlined process rather than manually collecting information from multiple sources. SAP uses a recorded project data to support accurate and timely customer invoices. So here you can see that what is my planned billing milestones are there and how much I have billed it. So here based on my billing, it will say that how much is yet to bill now. And once the finance is posted there, invoicing part, I'll get to know that what is my billing document number and what is the invoicing date and what is the value. And along with that, we'll get to know about the payment status. At this stage, we have seen how project manager plans the project, assigns the resource, and manages the procurement, records the time, and prepares the customer billing. But imagine managing not just one project. Reviewing every project manually would be a time-consuming activity. This is where SAP Business AI adds significant value. Instead of analyzing every project individually, Joel can generate a AI-powered summary that consolidates the most important information into a concise overview. So based on the status, whenever I want, I can generate this summarized report, and I can copy and send it to anybody. This is again, it is you can notice this created by AI. And this allows the project managers to spend less time gathering information and making informed business decisions. This is a practical an example of how SAP Business AI delivers value, not by replacing people, but reducing the time, effort, analyzing data, and allowing the project manager to focus on decision that drives successful project outcomes. Now that we have seen how projects are executed on day-to-day basis, let's switch the perspective. As a project manager or a delivery manager, I also need to have an executive view of overall project performance, which means I don't just want detailed transactions. I also need an executive summary that helps making me a decision quickly. Here, I can review the project performance using a real-time operational and financial informations. Within a few minutes, I can identify whether my project is progressing as planned or whether corrective action is required. Here is the in progress and the cost is booked, what is my margin, and where is the deviation. One capability I would like to highlight is project forecasting. Managing a project isn't only about understanding today's status, it's about pre- predicting where the project is heading. SAP analyzes the current project performance and provide a forecast. What is my planned hours and staffed hours, right? Now it's saying that what is the remaining hours is there in the project. Now I need more hours to perform this particular activity. So I'm revising that from 60 to 80. Okay, I revised the an effort, but how it is impacting my costing. So you can notice that when I do a recalculate, and system is saying that when you revise the hours, your 100 hours of effort is becoming 120, and your estimated actuals is becoming $5,400. Okay, is it impacting my margin? Yes, it is showing that how it is going to be impact your margin percentage as well. This is not only applicable for the manpower; it's also applicable for your other miscellaneous other expenses, meals, travels, accommodation, all those things. You can have a track of it, and you can maintain that. I have a $500 estimated earlier. I need to revise it to $600 and recalculate. And I would like to highlight about the project status. Every project manager would need to have a status. Every week the project is getting progressed and the status is getting changed, right? So project managers can update their status by creating a status and saying that what is my overall status and the budget. I can make a mark and say that whether it is in progress on the right area or it is having a no progress. What is my staffing status? Everything they can mention, and they can highlight that whether it is an improving status or not. Also, they can make their narratives here. Once they make a narrative, it'll have a record or log or history about the status. Let's say that I have a previous history which I have already marked. I'll know that what is the notes I have given for this particular date, status, or and so on. Along with that, I would like to highlight the important capabilities of project versioning. Throughout the life cycle of the project, plan naturally evolves as scopes and resources or timeline changes. SAP allows organization to capture different versions of a project plan. This means we can capture the original baseline with the current plan and understand exactly where it has changed over time. This provides complete project governance, supports and change management, and improve the transparency for both project teams and the customers. Along with that, we have a naturally insights are there, and EAC trends will get to know from the planned versus actuals. It can be in a graphical format, it can be in a tabular format. This is all SAP's standard reporting functionalities. But even with effective planning and forecasting, successful project delivery depends on one very important activity, that is accurate time recording. In professional services, unrecorded time doesn't just affect the project reporting, it directly impacts the customer billing and revenue. So let's look at that. how SAP helps project manager to manage the missing timesheets. So from here, the project itself, I can just navigate to notify my missing timesheets. So if you notice, when it is directed to me, automatically it made a filter for that particular project. Let's say if I want to change for a different project and search for it, it will provide me the complete list of, for this current month, which project members are not unbooked their timesheet. So how it is comparing, it's based on my planned efforts and the recorded hours. And it is also saying that how many percentage is missing. Let's say if I have, if I want to search for the, I need to know only who is not booked more than 50 percentage. Let's say I'll say that show me the missing hours for more than 50 percentage. And it is making a filter by itself and saying that, okay, this is what the percentage is already applied, and it is giving me the result immediately. Now, instead of following up manually through emails or phone calls, I can send the reminders directly from SAP. If necessary, project manager can also assist by updating a timesheet on behalf of the employees, ensuring the projects remains up to date. This improves the compliance and accelerate customer billing and provide more accurate project reporting. Here you can see a future how we can record the timesheet. It is not about uh, entering the items manually. It's giving you the drag and drops. You can see that I can select which activity and how many hours they have worked on this particular activity and which project they worked on this. I can just save and submit. As simple as that. Now we have seen that how SAP SAP provides support to complete life cycle for project and professional services, from planning and staffing to execution, billing, AI assistant insights. Let us review some of the reports or dashboard functionality what SAP offers. So here is the one of the key dashboard. I can see it as a project profitability overview. Here I get to know about everything in one single dashboard about the all the projects, about my top projects and the revenue recognition. And if I want to drag and drop, I can just switch it. I can just expand it, the KPIs, however I want. Again, as I mentioned, it's all personalized. Along with this KPIs and reports, what is the additional functionality I'm going to get it as a from SAP? So SAP delivers a project financial booklet, which means we'll get to know the overview of project margin in a high level. Let's say that I'm getting a report for an entire project for all the customers. How much is my recognized revenue, planned cost, actual cost, and everything. And also SAP provides a different categories here. As a customer project, it can be an internal project, it can be an overhead project, it can be a revenue project. Everything I can able to mark it here. It is not only about the reporting functionality, it's also about how you are seeing the reports, right? Now I would like to see that a different views from this particular report. Now SAP provides an option for you to design your own layout. So here I have a project and customer, and I have this many measures which is not required. I'm going to remove everything, and I need some certain parameters are required, which means how much is the actual cost, how much is the billed revenue. So let us see this. Whenever I'm making a modification, system automatically refreshes the report and giving me the real-time insights. Okay, I completed my modification or editing. Now I can see that actual cost and the billed revenue. You can do it by yourself with all this functionality. You can slice and dice by your own. Once you design your own report, and you can just save an option, the report, and it will save it for you permanently. Let's say once I saved it, whether I need to, if I want to make it as a different tile, I can save a tile and say that this is going to be my report. Let's say that actual cost, project cost versus revenue. I can just name it, and I can put this report wherever I want. Let's say I wanted to have it in my homepage itself. Let's say I'm saying apply and save it. It will create a tile for you and put it in your homepage for your immediate access. I hope this provides a high level overview of project management functionality in SAP S4HANA. I would like to summarize this. We have started with the personalized launchpad, manage project planning and execution, leverage the SAP Business AI through Jewel, monitor project performance with forecasting and project versioning, ensures accurate time recording and customer billing. And combined with Inflection's proven 14 weeks of implementation methodology, and organizations can adopt industry best practice faster. Thank you for your time. We are delighted to answer your questions and discuss how Inflection can support your organization.
Thank you everyone for joining and thank you for your time and see you in the next one.